Arsenal 2, Wolves 1. And that was, from what I can say, from what I can tell, from the games that I've watched this season, I missed Aston Villa, but that was the worst performance of the season. I know that we won, and that's the main positive for today. We won the game. Okay, so first things first, very important 3 points. Had to get those 3 points. Um, we're 5 points clear at the top. Obviously, Man City play tomorrow, so we'll see what they do at Crystal Palace. Um, but as of right now, we're 5 points clear, and we guarantee that we remain top for another weekend. However, the positives, as I said, winning the game and Bukayo Saka. Everything else, awful. Okay? Gyökeres wasn't in the game at all. Martinelli stunk. Um, I thought that our attacking play going forward was awful. Um, Especially in that first half. That first half was a shocking first half. We didn't get our first shot on target until around the 60th minute of the game. I'm going to repeat that for those of you in the back. We didn't get our first shot on target until the 60th minute in the game. Okay? The reason why I say this is the worst performance of the season, even though we won the game, is because Wolves have picked up 2 Premier League points all season. Wolverhampton Wanderers have played 16 Premier League games and have picked up 2 points all season long. Okay? They got smoked by Man United last week 4-1. So, as I said in my last match reaction, I did watch the game against Club Brugge. I just didn't film a match reaction and the player ratings. But in my last match reaction, it wasn't even a match reaction. It was more of a recap of where we were at the time against Aston Villa. I said, I need a 2-0 minimum victory. I need like 3 or 4 goals in this game. And we only had one shot on target, or maybe 2 shots on target. I have to look at the stats, but that was awful. That was terrible. First half, nothing going forward. Nothing going forward. Abysmal. Saka was the only one trying to create anything. Wolves are playing with the back five, but so what? We've played against back fives multiple times this season. The one off the top of my head that I can remember vividly is Crystal Palace, where they came with the back five. Obviously, Man United had a back five. You can call it a back three, but in that game the wing backs were more attacking, but still 3 center backs. So we've played against a back five or a 3 center back system multiple times this season, and that was by far the worst we looked. Wolves didn't think about going forward whatsoever. They gave us the ball. They allowed us to be in our own or to be in their half the majority of that game, and we just couldn't break them down. And Wolves actually had the best chance of that first half. Ball goes into the box, cleared away, headed to I think that's what's his name, Chang, and I think it's Chan, and he was running through, and it ended up being a comfortable save for Raya because he was forced to his right a little bit. Timber and whoever was back there tracked him really well to make that difficult. But that was the best chance, and it came from Wolves. That was the best chance of the first half. We go to the second half, and again, for the first 20 minutes, it's the same slow crap. Sideways, slow, trying to find a pass in behind, unable to do so. Just awful, to be honest, awful. And then we get a corner where Saka was offside. but Bukayo Saka was offside for the ball clipped in by Declan Rice over the top. It was headed out of play for a corner, and then Saka whips it in, hits the post, hits the goalkeeper, and goes in. And that's our first goal, and that's how we take a 1-0 lead. Again, not good enough. We got fortunate with both goals. Both of our goals today were scored by Wolves. Wolves scored all 3 games in the match today and still lost. So we go 1-0 up through a very fortunate goal, own goal, and then we keep pressing. We keep on the attack. We get another opportunity with Gyökeres with his best play of the game, holding the ball up, spinning the defender, and it was a shot off target. It was tight, and then I think Johnston made another good save. Odegaard hit the side netting, and yeah, I mean it was it looked like we were going to cruise to a 1-0 win. But then Wolves had other ideas. As they started to get on the attack, they started to force the issue. They got a goal. They got a goal. Somehow they got a goal. And it was actually good play from Wolves. It was a ball whipped in. The striker was standing right there. Gets a flick on header. Raya's going the wrong way. And it's 1-1. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh shit, we have just blown this game. We have dropped 2 points to one of the worst teams in Premier League history. Statistically, literally one of the worst teams in English top flight history. Okay? They had, as I said, 2 points. That ties the record for the lowest amount of points through 15 games in English top flight history. Okay? I think only 3 or 4 other teams have had 2 points through 15 games. And here we are, top of the league, big Arsenal Football Club, about to drop points, give another point to statistically one of the worst teams in English top flight history. The English top flight has been going on for over 100 and God knows how many years. And this team stinks. This team is one of the worst. And we're about to drop points. But we caught life. We caught life because Saka, again, easily Saka man of the match. Nobody else stacks up to him. Nobody else even comes close to Bukayo Saka in terms of man of the match. Nobody even comes close. Okay? And he gets on the right-hand side, puts the ball into the box. From my angle, from my standpoint, on TV, it easily looked like that. I keep voice cracking. Sorry for that. I don't know why I keep voice cracking. But it easily looked like that Jesus got his head on that ball. But when you look at the replay, it comes off the Wolves center back. Another very, very fortunate goal. And it goes in the back of the net. But it's a good delivery from Saka. And we got lucky twice. But that was an awful performance. And it's games like these where, look, we escaped with the 3 points. So I'm happy with that. But as I said, only 2 positives. The 3 points and Bukayo Saka. That's it. Everything else, awful. We struggle breaking teams down. It's a common theme. We control games really well, but there's no penetration. And the play is too slow. We don't move the ball fast enough. We don't find those pockets of space that we once did find, I don't know what's going on. Transitionally, we are awful. Okay, going forward, that transition stinks. Martinelli had a couple of times where he got on the ball going forward in transition and played an awful pass. The one time I'm thinking of, he played an awful pass to Declan Rice, where Rice could have slipped it in across the face of goal, and he played him too far wide, and we got a corner out of it. But it was a bad pass, and it could have led to a lot more. There was another instance where Saka again gets the ball, puts a great ball across the face of goal, and nobody's there to tap it home. As I said, I thought Martinelli stunk today. I would have preferred Trossard to start. I think he offers so much more quality on the ball. And I think in the summer, maybe in January, but I doubt it with all the money we spent this summer, we go get a left winger. Whether that be Leao, whether that be Rodrigo, whoever it is, go get that left winger because we need it. And that's it. That's it. So, look, we won, but that performance was shocking. So anyway, that's it for the video. Leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. And leave a comment and let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.